Hello, it's my pleasure and honor to be joined by Brian Urlacher, Pro Football Hall of Famer, Chicago Bear great. Brian, you just had a great conversation with Kim as part of our Keynote speech here at the ASI Show Chicago. Just want to ask you a couple quick questions.
Sure.
First of all, in your talk, it was clear that I think coaching and mentorship played a huge role not only in your life, but your football career.
Mm-hmm.
What did it do for you, and why do you think it's so important?
I mean, like I said, I like to be challenged. Our coaches challenge me every day, but they also got me prepared to play. You know, they let me know what I need to do every week to be ready to play. They put our game plans together for us, and it was up to me to put that game plan in play on Sunday. But the preparedness we had at the Bears, even in college as well, physically, mentally, it was amazing. There was never any doubt what I was supposed to do on every single play. And that's great coaching.
Yeah, what about as a kid, like growing up, getting into football? You talked about your coaches drove you to practice every day. Why was that so important?
Well, my parents were huge as well. I forgot to mention my parents.
Yeah.
My parents made sure we were always on time to get there. We never missed practices. You know, my brother and I and my sister were three of us always doing something. So they always made sure we were at practice, and they were always there watching us. But I think to have a coach kind of take you under this wing like that early on, like he did, it got me more involved in the game and more interested because I knew that I had a guy in my corner who would fight for me and make sure I was doing the right things. Taught me a lot of things in the weight room, which I didn't know early on, so it was always nice to have that kind of direction and a leader at a young age.
Great. So one of the things you talked about was endorsements and being a brand ambassador.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when people think of celebrities and athletes, they think they're just selling out whoever's giving them
Everything,
the
yeah,
big
most
paycheck.
money, yeah.
But you got a different approach. So how did you choose which brand you partnered with and endorsed?
I want to like the product, number one. I want to be able to deal with them and the product I'm going to use. Nike was a great one. Their stuff was great to wear. I wore my whole career. Vitamin Water was great. Old Spice was fun. And I like to have fun with people I work with. You know, I knew I'd have to do appearances with these companies, and I like to enjoy and have fun at their appearances. The commercials for Vitamin Water were my favorite part of any endorsement I ever did while I played. They were so fun. They asked me what I like to do, and they would do what I told them. So it was a lot. Or they would do things similar to that. So it was a lot of fun, and like just being around those people that I enjoyed being around was fun.
That's a perfect segue to my last question, which is about fun. You know, it's something you talked about a lot on stage. It seems like it's a big part of your life.
Yes.
So, do you think it had like an element to your success in your career and having fun consistently?
So I believe when you are successful, you have more fun. That's a pretty easy correlation there. But yeah, I know at football, I always had a great time. Whether we win or lost, it was always fun to me. You know, you play football, it's a game. You're going out there, you're having fun with your buddies for 3 hours, and you're getting paid to do it. It was a blast. We learned from our losses and we want to get better. But I do enjoy doing things that are fun. Who doesn't, right? When you go to these appearances or when you go to meet people or do commercials, you want to have a good time and you want to make it easy. As time goes by a lot faster when you're doing things that you enjoy doing.
Yeah. Well, Brian, thank you so much for joining us here at ASI Chicago. I'm CJ Mitica. Have a great rest of your week.